technology things. How dare they do that? Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Welcome along to another Family Bricks YouTube live stream. I know it's been a while, and with joining me is the only solo brick builder. How you going?
Yeah, pretty dandy. Yeah,
Damn, damn,
good.
damn.
Yeah.
Some things never change, eh?
No. If things start changing, then well, I know the apocalypse is coming. That's all I know.
Yeah, no, I think as we're just chatting off camera, it's probably been a better part of a year since I've done any streaming, and certainly coming along and discovering all the problems again. I was trying to have a second build cam here and of just getting all this horrible feedback, which we're working magics on Solo's ears.
Yeah, that I'm glad I won't wear headphones anyway.
Getting a full blast, this sort of thing. So, yes. How you been anyhow?
Yeah, I've been good. It's work, sleep, change nappies, repeat. That's basically it. Somewhere along the line, I squeeze eating in as well. Somewhere along the line, but yeah, no, doing good. Just living the family life at the moment, so to speak, and trying to remember how to look after a baby again because obviously, she's pretty self-sufficient now. Go to the toilet. She goes to the toilet. So, yeah, not having to worry about nappies. Ugh.
Yeah, no, it's I couldn't imagine sort of going back through that sort of thing again. So, I'm just gonna see that brother from another brick. I'll just pop you the link and join in. It'd be great to have you along. So sorry, I know it's well-oiled machine here. So,
how you doing, Brett? Nicole? Be fab. Oh, look at that. It's people I haven't seen in a long time. Look at that. My God. I am so out of touch with this thing. I really am out of touch. All this YouTube stuff.
Part of the reason they were sort of thinking of doing it is obviously Greg's coming up to 3 years on his stream, so I was going back and just looking through some of the early streams, like the really early ones from the beginning, and it was just different times with COVID and everything like that, and it was kind of a bit of an escape and everything. So it just I think we're just all at that stage just hanging out and just trying to stay sane. So
wait, so Greg's been doing it for 3 years. Christ, that means I've been doing this for 4 years. Well, technically I skipped a year. Crap. My word. Where the hell's the time gone, man?
Yeah, I know. It's
4 years on YouTube and I've done bugger all. But yeah, as you said, mate, when obviously COVID hit, obviously everybody was basically doing it. And now obviously people have come and gone into the histories of YouTube, so to speak. It's a difficult game, especially if you've got a life, a family life to lead. I'm definitely talking of family people.
Family people? Do I look like a family person?
No, I was trying to actually sound sarcastic there, but then I suddenly realized.
No, my family's like, get rid of this guy. They're disappointed in me. They're like, my son, we disown him. So
yeah, believe me, mate, that is the best advice anyone could give you.
Disowning me? Yo, hey, Solo, okay? I already feel the tears, okay? I'm done, guys.
Well, he was in very good form. Like before we came on air, I think within the space of about 2 minutes, he'd managed to insult 10 different countries. And it's like, right, I'm glad.
Solo's an offensive guy. What can we say? He's trying to get himself canceled, and I can relate. So.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it's pretty easy to get cancelled, and I will just ignore it.
Why do you think Solo vanished for like 8 months? I'm like, oh, he probably got canceled, So.
Nah. My voice is still out there somewhere. You can never shut me up.
I tried to cancel you on Snapchat, okay? It didn't work.
Nah.
My 2 followers wouldn't cancel you for some reason.
Was it you and your little son, was it?
It was me and my evil twin, so yeah. Don't ever have a kid with me, Solo. Remember that, okay? I'm not as lucky as you, okay? People see me, they're repelled. They run, okay? This picture is a scam.
Oh god!
When people see me in real life, they're like, "Oh,
I must admit, looking at your lovely photo, I must admit it is very photoshopped. I must admit. I mean,
it's very good lighting. I had literally like 5 lights in my face, and I like held my chin to a certain angle. And then when people see me, they're like, "So was that photo like 5 years ago?" And I'm like, 5 years ago? Guys, it was like 2 years ago. Come on, don't do me like that.
Well, it's when they start walking up to you and vomiting over you. That's when you know you've got problems. Oh, good time.
How do you get to BFAB?
You know, just living life. I crashed my car 3 weeks ago, so I've been chilling, not working. So that's why I've been able to like pop in like a lot of streams before, because for the last 4 months I was working 2 jobs, probably about, I think it was about 13 to 19 hours a day. So I was just trying to catch up on life, and then I'm like, woohoo, I'm set, I'm good, I'm feeling comfortable. Then I crashed my car, and I'm like, oh, back to square one, guys. So I basically have not been at work for like the last 3-4 weeks, so I've been able to kind of start engaging with the Lego space again. So
yeah, I noticed you put a video up a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I know you don't watch it solo. It's okay. I get it.
No, I every time I see videos
no, you don't watch it. It's okay. I don't take it. I don't even watch my own videos. I'm the one that dislikes all of them. So I'm like, yo, this video sucks. Who would watch it dislike?
I know it was another one of your rant videos anyway. I know that one, but
was it? Yeah, I'm like the most positive Lego YouTuber now. I'm like, hey guys, today Lego released a brand new friend set. Everyone be happy, okay? It's friends. So yeah.
I must have missed those videos.
Yeah, I must have really missed those videos.
Yeah, no, guys, I became a positive YouTuber, but I'm trying to get in land. Okay, guys, that's my end goal. I know I told off the guy that runs land last time, but I'm trying to change. Okay, hopefully he forgets the message.
I sort of agree with the guy next to you down here. He's
is that Jesus?
Jeebus.
Or is that like
There's Brett. It's the only man that does the castle guy.
I am the panel king. I am the panel king.
Huh?
Proof. I can show you. The panel king, BFAB. Lego panel. Look.
You called yourself the panel king? Don't be so confident, man. You're supposed to talk down about yourself, you know? Every time I talk to Brad, he's like, and one of my other kids, he ran away today. You know, no, I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm a good man, but Tasman Bricks. I'm just to say, I'm so glad that you're on the men, man. Because he had
honestly, like hearing that he was okay, like it made my week, because it was kind of sad, because like again, we care about the community, we care about all the members, and Taz is such a stand-up dude. Hearing he's okay meant like the world to me. So yeah.
No. It's I was gonna
good
say
to see you back in the world, man.
Great to see that you're on your recovery, and that you're able to come along and view some streams. I'm sure tomorrow, you know, after viewing this, you'll probably be on the road to decovery. So
now, obviously, I've got to take the piss because I've got to. But next time, look left. You know, just saying. But good to see you back, anyway, man. Good to see you back.
Yeah.
But I won't take the piss out of him anymore.
Yeah, so don't be a bully, man. Okay. The homie just got in an accident, okay?
Oh, God, every time I see my daughter fall live, I'm the first one there pointing and laughing my ass off at her. So.
To be fair, it's okay to bully people, but we can't bully Taz yet. We have to give it like a couple months, okay?
He's had a couple of weeks. That's good enough in my book.
So, Solo, Solo, did you ever get the tattoo, buddy?
No, but I've got one book. But yeah, I've got something planned for that one. But
I'm glad you're getting a face tat, so I feel like you're gonna really pull it off. You know. Make improvements on this mess? Nah, can't do that. I think that you're just trying to be like a SoundCloud rapper. You know, like you have your rap name on your forehead. You know, I think you could really pull it off.
What, dickhead?
Little Soul or something, you know? It doesn't sound appealing, but Little Soul, I mean, I think it sounds all right.
Nah, I definitely will have.
How about No Soul?
On me.
Oh, that sounds dark.
Nah. First of all, I've got to get my kids' names tattooed on me, and then after that, I will.
Solo, you don't even like your kids. You just didn't tell
me. I know.
They're not watching the stream, dude. They're
My worst
not.
part is
Okay?
I don't remember their date of birth, so I've got to remember it somehow. So, and
You're
their
like,
names as
okay,
well.
it's 2 Tad this. No, I'm kidding.
Does that sort of go under your wedding anniversary? What's the date? Oh yeah, I remembered.
Yeah. Oh, crap! It was 2 weeks ago. Love you, man.
No, I'm just waiting for Solo to get divorced. I've been waiting this whole time for the last like 3-4 years. I've known Solo. I've been waiting. I'm like, okay, I'm just waiting. You know,
waiting. You've been waiting. I'm amazed.
I've been waiting. Solo's cried. I didn't expect it to end this way.
It was not going to take long. Get him on the M25. Get him on the M25, and he'll be 16 weeks.
Brad, I have my ears full of my phone, and I still can't hear what you're saying. Scream like you're yelling at one of your kids, you know?
I don't yell at the kids. I don't have to.
Oh. You must be a good parent.
I yell at what?
My parents are like, you stupid little kid, get back to work.
I can't see them. They mustn't exist.
He's in denial, Matt, you know?
The only way I see kids now, the only thing they're good for is just going to go get me a drink now.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have kids. You know how ugly those kids, I mean, you know how, I'd be a horrible parent. Hey, yo, you see I'm trying to make a Lego video here? Okay, just go back to the closet, you know, like.
I left the bowl of water out for you with the dog.
Oh, God. Yeah, don't have kids, BFAB.
No one wants to have kids with me. I've tried. I'm like $50. They're like, no. I'm like 100, 250, 1,000, and yeah, still no. So I tried.
Does it normally end in vomit, get a facelift?
No, they're like $1 million. I'm like, who do you think I am?
BFAB, you're a YouTuber.
Oh,
man.
that
You're
doesn't work. In the Lego space, you know, that might work in the Lego space. Like, hey, I'm BFAB. Like, oh, cool. In real life, I tell them BFAB. They're like, who? Wait, you like Lego? Get out of here. You're how old? Oh, okay, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah, no one's gonna be a millionaire on the YouTube, Lego YouTube.
I tried, man. I tried.
Go on to the makeup side of things. Go do a few facial tips, and then come back, and then you'll have your $1 million quid on YouTube.
I feel like if I did makeup, I'd end up looking like the Joker or something, you know?
Hey, that might work still. That still might work. People want to.
So just because you're attracted to the Joker doesn't mean most people are, you know?
Hey, man, if he makes me smile every time, man, that's what it is.
His teeth are worse than mine, you know? He smiles with his heart, so.
Yeah, exactly. Always puts a smile on my face. You know what I mean?
Well, you probably take some of this.
I'm getting dark horse, man. It's not good enough.
Take some of the quick edits over to like a makeup sort of video. I'm sure you'd kill it with that, BFAB.
Matt, I feel like you could do it better than me. You know, I feel like the voice, the face, you got this. Welcome back to Matt Elda. Okay, that's a horrible accent. That was me trying to do a UK accent, guys. Just ignore it, okay? Just imagine Matt's accent as like a beauty YouTuber. I feel like you can put it off. You still have hair. You still have a nice face. I feel like you could do it, you know? So, and you're an artist too, guys. Okay, everyone in the comments, let Matt know he could be a beauty YouTuber, okay? So when he's the new James Charles, guys, remember him. He's going to be like, yo, guys, today I just released a new beauty palette, $20 million in sales in 3 days, you know? So, I could see it.
The only thing I'm more curious about was that bloody accent that you came up with there. That was what I was more interested in.
You know, I've tried over the years, you know, after getting canceled for every accent, I stopped, like, practicing them. So it's literally just gibberish, I guess. You know, I've tried, y'all, okay? I'll just say made a couple times. Hopefully I don't get canceled for that.
Well, at least we might have actually found out what a Texan/Australia might actually sound like if they come together.
I don't even know what I was trying to. I'll say alien. That was the type of accent I was doing. It's actually, I'm so creative. I'm creating my own accents.
Yeah, we call it creative. You call it creative, BFAB.
Brett goes on mute immediately. He's like, I got to take care of my 152 kids. Okay, I'll be back.
Cool.
How did you go from none to 152?
You know, this man produces real fast. I feel like every time I used to talk to Brett, he's like, "Yeah, my kid." I'm like, "Dude, didn't you have like 5 yesterday? What happened?" You know?
Ooh, 5. Ooh. Having 2's giving me shivers down my spine. God. God.
Solo's busy playing like Clash of Clans. He's like, "Yo, kid, get away! I'm playing Clash of Clans, man."
Oh, I just come up here every now and again. I just put on Company Heroes up in my bedroom or Battleships or something like that, and just sit here and just. Oh, the baby's crying. Gotta go. It's like baby doesn't even get...
You know you can ignore them, right? They have noise canceling headphones for that reason. The baby starts crying, you put them on, you don't hear a thing. They can cry for hours. That
is coming from someone who's never had a kid. Believe me, you can get the best noise canceling headphones you could possibly get. They get through.
Yeah, God, I mean that's fair. That's fair. I mean, you could always just like leave the house, you know. I'm kidding.
Goes straight to the soul. I'm fairly sure I could actually probably drive to Alabama and still hear my kids cry. It's like,
kids are annoying. I remember one day I had to babysit a kid, right? I don't know why the lady trusted me with the kid. Anyways, she's like, "Yo, my mother was supposed to babysit the kid. My mother was busy. She like babysit this kid." I'm like, "I guess." I'm like the worst babysitter ever. The kid had to use the restroom. Like, I ain't changing your diaper. I'm like, "You're stuck here in the crib." I'm sorry, guys. I sound like a horrible person, but like, that's how bad I am around being a parent. So I vanished. I said, "Guess what? You're gonna have to wait till your mother comes back." So I'm basically saying I can't have a kid. I'm too weak.
Oh yeah, man. My daughter would kick the crap out of you on that one. I'll be coming home from after a nice little date with a missus. You'll be duct taped to the ceiling. Oh, where's my daughter? Oh, she's outside having a fag. Oi!
Yo, kids are scary sometimes, you know?
I can just see it now.
Yeah, I'm picturing now.
Tommy Lee would have you tied to a chair with your credit card out and he'd be buying Roblox on that game on the bloody internet. He'd be like, "Right, you give me the credit card details." Trust me.
Yeah. If I ever had a kid, I'm buying them nothing. I'd be like, you got to make them struggle, you know? You got to be like, "I worked for everything I owned. So do you. Get a 9 to 5, you know?" They're like, "But I'm 2, you know?" So.
Believe me, no matter what you do, mate, the kids are, you could play the heartstrings all you want. They don't care. They don't care.
I got punched in the face by a baby. So I have this personal vendetta against kids now after like some little kid. My older brother's kid was like trying to punch me in the face. And I'm like, "Yo, chill, kid. You're like 1. Okay, I didn't do anything to you." So, yeah. I'm now scared. I'm like,
never take candy from a baby.
Huh?
Yeah, never do that. Never do that.
Never take candy from a baby.
Never take candy from a baby? I'd hope not. You know, I'd end up somewhere that I don't want to be. So, you know?
Well, yeah. I'm surprised you haven't been arrested for that yet anay, BFAB.
I'm shocked people haven't abducted me either. I thought I at least had the blue eyes, going for me. So.
Yeah, blue eyes.
Stop talking. No, honestly, when I saw Matt's email, I'm just like, "Oh, yes, I get to hang out with Matt." So then I saw Solo and I started like tearing up a little bit. Then I saw Brett full on tear. So
just here for the abuse, mate.
I'm here for Matt and his beauty and his skill. And Matt, dude, you are such a talented guy. Like, again, I'm gonna praise Matt, guys. I am sucking up to him. And honestly, also that Christmas card, dude, meant so much to me, man. Dude, I was so happy. Out of like everything this year that's happened, like that was one of the highlights of last year. So I appreciate it.
Oh, awesome! That's great to hear, and great that it actually got there because the mail system here has been.
Yeah, I didn't get my one until when I messaged you the same day.
No, so he delayed yours, man. He didn't even want to send you one. It was like, okay, I guess I'm sending a couple people. So I'll send him one too. I'll just send it really late, like 10 days after.
But no word of a lie, I've still got all the art that you've ever sent me. I've actually still got them all. I put them all in a nice little box. So once I've actually got, I'm not renting. I'm actually going to put them up on the wall. I'm going to have a nice little Matt Elder's picture collection going up here.
I always love it when I see, because you use that little caricature as like your little avatar. So it's funny just seeing you in like streams. Yeah, that still cracks me up every time I see it. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I love that one. That's great. I'll probably use that until the day I die. Probably. I just love that one. Yeah. Anyone think I'm crazy? Looking
Yeah.
at that one.
But for other reasons. Solo, like Solo, you look better in that pin. Okay.
Yeah. You might be honest having there. My hair's not quite that long anymore. It's not that long anymore.
Solo, it's okay. We all have receding hairlines. Even me, I'm like, I try to hide it. So.
Hey, I haven't got receding. I've still got lush, thick hair. Thank you very much.
Not yet. Tomorrow you're gonna wake up and you're like, where did my hair go? You know?
Oh, I woke up and I'm just looking. I'm just looking like, Christ, I'm grey. It's like, God, I'm grey.
Tomorrow you're gonna wake up. You're gonna be like, yo, BFAB called it. Did he put some curse on me? Why is my hairline all the way back? You know, you're gonna look like Megamind. You know, so.
Nah. I look after myself, man. I don't put any of this beauty pageant stuff all like what you. I can imagine about 4 hours of makeup for you, wouldn't it?
You know me so well.
That's probably why he crashed the car. He's halfway just adjusting like foundation or a little lipstick or something like that.
I can see it.
You're like some of those people that I drive around London shouting out, you got the wing mirror and the sun visor down. Oh yeah, got to get the balm on, get the lips. Perfect. BFAB ready for the day.
I think Solo speaking for himself, guys. I can see Solo doing it. He's like, yas, guys, my makeup. Okay, got it.
Nah, I just moisturize, baby. It's like, yes, smooth skin.
I would love to moisturize, but the tanning bed burns the crap out of my skin anyway. So, like, yeah, I'm basically leather, guys. When I'm 40, I'm going to literally look like a leather purse. So,
hey, you'll fit right in over in the UK then, as it's cold at the moment. You wouldn't even feel it then if you're nice and leathery. You
know what? I'm gonna move to the UK when I'm 40. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have the living crap ripped out of you then.
Also, you got a super chat. I don't know if you saw that, Matt. Yeah, no, I saw that there. So thanks. I'll just put that up there. Yeah, first super chat. Thanks very much for that. I appreciate that.
What a shame we're giving you more money. Oldendorf, that was not enough, okay?
But more organized, have something flashy video or something, celebrations. You just have to do it. Some waving hands. Yeah. Appreciate that.
There you go.
Thanks very much.
Solo, you're looking like a cheerleader right now, you know?
Go me.
I could see it. Wow. You're like
I'm too,
perfect cheerleader.
I'm too long and dangly for that. I have no control over my body. If you throw me spin up in the air, someone is going to get kicked in the face. Or so
I just saw Taz's comment. Yeah, dude. Again, we all care about you, man. If you need anything, reach out, man. We're all a Lego community. We want the best for you, and I know everyone here, if you're going through something, will be there for you. So.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
We all care about you, man.
Hope that you're.
Look left. Honestly.
Okay, now I gotta stop being sensitive. Okay, guys, go back to being douchebag BFAB. No kidding. I'm gonna go mute myself for a second, but I need more food. But I'm, a guy that likes to eat a lot. I'll be back in like a minute.
I should really.
Someone got the clock going.
Oh dear. Oh, good times. Oh, no, I miss. No, I do miss streaming now. I miss having these random streams. I love
bringing this chat video. You could get BFAB to design a video for free. Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I've got things going through my head. I'm not going to say it actually. No, I'm going to behave. I'll behave.
I didn't say appropriate.
Oh dear. Oh, brilliant.
I think just like BFAB, I saw on Insta that Matt was going live, and I was watching the film, and I was like, "Come on, how long have I got left to the film?" And I was like, "Oh look, it's going to finish just at the right time for Matt to start." I was like, so as the film finished, I transferred straight over to YouTube and come on here to say hello.
Oh, it's great that I can see you here, and yeah, it's sort of you're saying about the monorail stream too. Sorry.
Yeah. The amount of people that have told me that that's the Holy Grail set, and I'm like, me and Matt Elder built that set live on YouTube. Like Matt got the set out while I was talking to you, and they're like, because of course again, at the end of lockdown, the price of everything was 3 times what it normally was.
What it
so
was.
the rails went through the roof.
Yeah, no, it's
But
sort of got that at a good time.
it is what it is. But again, I want to say thanks for the card. Yeah, when that come through the door, that was an unusual surprise. I was like, that handwriting's too neat. That's got to be Mr. Elder.
Roll.
It's like, who's that? I was like, it's the art. Oh, you're artist. Yeah, she knows which one you are. Because obviously I spoke about you plenty. But yeah, she's like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. I did try getting you over a couple of backstages over Christmas and whatnot. Don't know if you got the invites come through, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
yeah, that got me. It just come through the door one day, and I was like, oh. But yeah, the writing gave it away. It's too smart. Everyone I know is like, quick. Yours was all
mine's just incomprehensible.
So
I mean, I wrote something down today, and not even I knew what it said. I just haven't got a clue. I'm like, there you go. That's what's wrong with your truck. Bye. What does it say? No idea.
It could always be a great cover. It's like, that's what's wrong with it. I can't read it. Well, no. It's just, it's there.
Really bad at man. Really bad. Oh yeah, but you're an average engineer. Didn't tell me that. Hey, look, it's right there. It's right there. See, it's right there. Oh, I got pulled up so many times on that.
I can't read it. That's because it's a diagram.
Yeah. It's my shorthand. Yes, I can write like Matt the Elder. But yeah, glorious writing, but yeah.
So I feel like your handwriting's like a little kindergartner,
Who, mine?
No, the other solo in the background.
Oh, yeah. Nah. My daughter can definitely write better than me. My one, you might just slam your face against it. Probably make more sense. So honestly, it's just terrible. But I've got what they call doctor's handwriting.
It's okay, Solo. You have your personality. That's all that matters. Okay, you need nothing in life but your personality.
Well, I'm screwed down for my life, then, aren't
I? Okay, so all you need is a pulse. Okay, we'll lower the expectations.
Yeah, that's borderline. That is. It's mostly just diesel and oil these days. It's not.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Probably short in my life expectancy by about 70, 80 years, probably.
It's okay, man. You only have another 2 years left, anyways.
Oh well, if that's the case. I better make the most of it, aren't I? How's the job going, BFAB?
What's what now? So for the last 3-4 weeks, I haven't been at work, but I do. My job's been amazing. I make decent money now, which is nice. But yeah, other than I haven't been there in the last 3-4 weeks, but I crashed my car again. See, I'm a pro at crashing cars for some reason, so I've been waiting for my insurance. So I've just been chilling the last 3-4 weeks. So I've been able to kind of engage with people more.
Mirror signal maneuver, by the sounds of it.
Huh?
Mirror signal maneuver, BFAB. Mirror signal.
No, I literally crashed into a curb. It was 3 a.m. There was ice, and I'm like, okay, I'm just driving. I'm like, I'm gonna get to work. I'm such a good worker. Also, I turn around and I'm trying to like move my I'm like, oh, there's ice. Crashed into the curb. Was trying not to damage my car, so I spun the wheel all the way left. So it literally like smashed the wheel. There's not even one. The crazy thing is, there's not one scratch on the car. But the whole like tie rod on the wheel broke, and then the whole steering mechanism got messed up. So I've been dealing with insurance for like the last 3 weeks. And
if you're a dedicated employee, you still would have made it to work, even without.
The sad thing too is I sat there in my car for 6 hours before a tow truck came. I was in the middle of the road, and the police comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, are you gonna move?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna totally move. I can't. I've been trying to move for the last 6 hours." And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to get a tow truck to tow you from here to here." They towed me to a parking lot, and I had to pay like $125 for like a 1 minute tow, not even like a 30-second tow. And then I had my insurance covered it from there to a shop. But yeah, story of my life. I'm a bad driver.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
I'm just like, yo, come on, guys. Just when I get ahead in life, all of a sudden I gotta crash my car.
Don't move over here because you see a bit of still sprinkle of ice on the road. Whoa.
I gotta love the ice, you know? Ice, baby. Ba-na-na-na-na. Okay.
Please don't start that, please. It's worse than your accents. Like you. Yeah.
Yo, it's karaoke Tuesdays, okay?
Now you've done that, I can hear my son downstairs now bloody crying. Thanks, Beefer.
You have a son now? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I've got 2 kids now, yeah.
You know, so I'm surprised. The first time you had a kid, you had your little daughter feel like, goo goo gaga, get me away from Solo. And then all of a sudden now you have a son, I'm shocked, you know?
You're bloody shocked. Imagine my shock when my missus told me when I'm driving back from Manchester.
You're like, no, please, no, it's not
lorry. God, I nearly had a heart attack when she told me. I'm like, what?
You're like, I can work more overtime? No.
Yeah, I like how you complain about your 19-hour shifts, man. Look at it, day off.
You know the funny thing about like work and stuff, it's like I love working a lot, but like I think like when you work 16 to 19-hour days, or like it was like 13 to 19. I think the max was 19, but it was like you're mentally not there, but like when you see the money, it feels really good, you know? So
yeah, then well, once you have kids, say bye-bye to it.
that's why I'm not gonna have any solo. And if I do, I'm gonna send them to your way. I'm gonna ship them in a box and send them to the UK. No, that is not my kid. It says solo on there. I'll write it.
You send them back to me. You know what you get? You send 2 kids and you get 4 back. There you go. They're beef out. They can do all.
No, I wouldn't even put a return address. I'm just sending it straight to you.
I don't care. I'll just send somewhere in America.
You won't even know. I'll just leave it there like, Solo, welcome to your 5th kid, you know?
Yeah, believe me.
Like, I have to work 24-hour days, 7 days a week.
I will hunt you down. You will not be able to hide.
Yeah, you'll know the kids would be mind me. They're kind of scary looking, so. Okay, we're on Solo's face. Oh my god, I was about to compliment his face.
No, it's just when you said 5th kid and the way that his eyes popped out of his head and then that serious look there.
He's a bit worried. I can tell. I know he at least has another 3 somewhere. He just doesn't know about it yet. It's only a matter of time. When he give it a week, he'll come back and be like, "Hey guys, bad news. I have 5 kids now." So,
what was that accent?
That was me.
And you complain about me insulting countries. That sounds like you just insulted China.
What?
That was British, right?
I guess.
That's like a mix-up between the Lebanese and the Mandarin.
Yeah, I lost my accent skill. Once I got canceled, I'm just like, let me stop practicing people's accents.
God. The thing is that the way you Americans think us British people speak, it's like, do we actually speak like that? No. It's just like we don't all
you
have
guys
top
speak
hats.
so proper, I'm jealous. Because here's what I learned, right? If you guys ever, right? There's this guy that I used to know. This kid was hideous, okay? And I don't like to call people hideous, right? It's just mean. This kid was the most unattractive person in the world, but he was British. All of a sudden, like, the ladies were surrounding him like, yo, dude, what do you have? And I looked at his face and I'm like, I just need to be British, you know? I was really sad that I wasn't British at that exact moment, so.
Oh God!
This guy had so much acne. I used to play
this conversation. As much as I've loved the conversation, my son is actually generally screaming his bloody bollocks off downstairs, so I do actually have to go because he's going nuts down there. So, but it's lovely seeing you guys again.
You have a partner. Remember, it's all your partner. Don't leave it. Don't do it. My father. No.
Thanks very much.
I really wish that was possible. That'd be fab. She's gone mental down there.
Take care, Solo, man. Have a great rest of your day, man.
No, thank you very much. And thanks, Matt, for the invite. And hopefully we'll catch up a bit sooner for a little while longer.
No, we won't. You're going to be hanging out with your kids again. You betrayed us for your kids. How low?
I know the bar can't get any lower now. I'm afraid.
It's sad. Solo.
A lot lower though. So
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
I'm mad and bloody disappointed. So yeah, imagine how. Anyway, I love you all. I gotta go. I'll catch you all later.
Peace.
See you later.
Take care, buddy.
Dang it, I was hoping I could bully solo this whole stream, and didn't work out, unfortunately. So
No, he's got a little tiny one that can do that instead.
I'm shocked he pays attention to his kids. I'm just no. I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, I'm on a Lego stream. Be quiet there. I'm busy. You're crying? Oh, it's okay. This is why I'm never gonna be a parent. I'd be like the worst parent. If people ever find out, like if I had a kid, they'd be like, no, you know. So
I think as Solo was saying, it doesn't matter if you got noise cancellation headphones or anything like that. It's the piercing of it. And I think Solo's at that point where, you know, you go through it the first time and it's like, oh yes, we've got this mastered. So the second one comes along, it's like, oh, no problems. And then it's like, no, completely different.
he couldn't even hang out with the boys for an hour. I'm disappointed in him. Disappointed, Solo. Saw you're ditching us for Love Island? Are you serious, man? Dude, I haven't watched the latest Bachelorette episode, but I'm still here, you know? Like, yo, will you accept this rose? And then the girl's like, no, I'm only here for TV clout. No, I don't like you anyways. I got on 5 episodes. I'm out of here, you know? So.
What's this? B-Fab's actually on Love Island, is he?
No, I'm actually on a Lust Island, so, you know.
Yeah, it's easy enough to go from day to day then.
Matt, how's life going for you, man? I feel like, I chat with you in DMs, but I feel like I don't chat with you a lot in, like, person, you know?
Yeah, no, it's, I think as I was sort of saying to Solo a bit earlier, this is like the first time I think we've streamed in about a year or so. And even then, appearing on other people's and don't do it that much. Just, I think the combination of just we've all gotten out of lockdown and then just had lots of other things. Those little kiddie things as well. They seem to require a lot of time.
Kids, very the worst.
Time consuming.
Yeah, exactly. And we all know B-Fab, the most handsome to go for it.
Oh, you just haven't seen me in real life, sir. You're going to be so disappointed. People are about to be very sad. They're going to be like, B-Fab, you fooled us all. And I'm like, I know. Don't girls do that all the time, too, with makeup? You know, so, like, it's an illusion. No, but it's glad to see that you're streaming. The second I saw your email, I kept clicking on the link and I'm like, wait, this is leads me to the stream. I'm already subbed to Matt, you know? So I'm like, oh, StreamYard link, you know? I'm like, oh, let me message him.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things, just trying to get everything organized. And I think, as I was saying to Solo before, it's like, just should do this. And then you start going through the motions of it. And I was trying to do it with a build cam and that wasn't working. Something else wasn't working. It's like, oh, I now remember why sometimes I don't stream that much anymore. So,
we're just glad that you're here, you know, just glad that I could even just pop in and chat with you, you know?
Yeah, no, it's great to catch up. So again, I was just remembering back to a couple of years ago when you used to have the thing B-Fab Bingo. It's sort of like, you either had a new job, crashed your car.
Yo, I'm the king of getting fired at jobs. I think until like this or last year. Before that, like I feel like I switched jobs every 2 months. It was like, yeah, guys, I just got fired. I guess I shouldn't have cussed that person out. Or hey, guys, I guess I got fired, but I should have, 1 day a week. Jobs usually don't like that. So yeah, no, I've gotten better at that. So for how long, we'll see.
It sounds like you're maturing.
We'll say something like that.
Sound like almost you're about to choke there.
Yeah, mature doesn't really function. My brain kind of slows down. Also, there's somebody screaming in the background, guys. I will be back in 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
Time up, B-Fab. Put the gaffer tape back over their mouth.
He's going to deal with his non-kids.
No. Listen, unless your parents give us 100 grand, we're not letting you go.
Sometimes wonder, ransom. Yeah, no, for that you can keep them.
Did you get any Lego for Christmas, Matt?
I think there may have been one or two little things. But I think the better part is just helping the kids with theirs. So
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, they've now discovered Fortnite, so it's sort of like, oh, here comes the dark age.
Yeah. It's when you look at their collection and go,
That's it, though. You start to follow whatever the trends they're sort of looking at. So, before it was Minecraft, so you got a good understanding of Minecraft, and now it's Fortnite. And for the first couple of days, they're wanting me to play it and try to play it. And then after that, it's like, no, we don't want you to play it anymore. It's like, great. We become old now.
Yeah, no, Tommy Lee's 4, Matt, and he sits and plays Roblox, and he's still train mad. Everything is Thomas. Number 1 tank engine, number 1 steam engine. For his birthday last year, I bought him the blue and yellow passengers train, the Lego one. He got that for his birthday from me and the wife. For Christmas, he got the Harry Potter, not the big one. He got the small push along, but he likes the fact that it's a steam loco. He's really into the steam locos. And eventually now it's been spoken about, like not yet, but future plans, 3 or 4 years. I'm going to take Tommy out to America and stay with the Lego fam out there. And hopefully I'm going to get to take him and he can ride on a real proper big American steam loco so that he can say, just as he starts secondary school, so to speak, my dad took me to America. We met all the Lego people. We went on a real steam train, from like one station to another. It's a goal. Yeah. I've never been out the country, but he's so passionate about trains, Matt. I don't care if I get airsick or whatever. I don't care if I have to have the vaccinations to go to America. If he's that passionate about trains in a couple of years, I'll do it for him. I'll sit on that plane and I'll chew my nails till they disappear, buddy. If that's what I have to do, because he's got such a passion. At 4 years old, he absolutely loves trains. Just trains. Yeah. Everything is trains. He play Roblox, but he goes on there and plays Thomas.
Yeah.
Other kids are walking around talking to each other, avatars and stuff. Not him. He just wants to go on there and drive trains. But again, 4 years old, he sits on the computer. Do you know what I mean? Cognitively, Matt. Do you know what I mean? At 4 years old, I was eating worms and dirt, mate. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way that they're already, like you say, it's all computer now. They don't want, but he still comes down and he knows that his Lego trains are here. He knows that. He knows that the Lego stays in Dad's room. I look after the trains because, he's got 3. He's got the Lone Ranger train. He's got the Harry Potter train. He's got the blue and yellow passenger. I mean, between us, I think we got 11 trains now in total. Yeah. I've got more trains than I've got room to drive them at. I literally have. I've got no space and so much truck. I could probably run it from here to your house. I've been collecting.
And you still have it in levels?
I did before Christmas, but with the children getting older, obviously certain children are hitting working age, and when they pay rent, they expect to have, not to share a room with 3 other children. So I got shifted out of my Lego room before Christmas and had to take it all down. If I had to tell you which alliteration of the castle I'm on, it's probably about the 400th version of the castle. I've took it apart and rebuilt it so many times now. But the one I showed you earlier, right, the people in America really like it because they say, obviously, because there's not a lot of castles over there, they don't get to see it. And with me, I build what I see. So when I look at a castle, most of the castles in the UK have got a wall around them, and then you've got the castle inside. This is probably one of the first times I've built that way, because normally what I do is I just build either a big castle or I build a wall round and I build a city. But this time I've built a castle inside a castle, if that makes sense. So it's more true to the castle.
The outer wall and then the keep inside sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, again, inside, I've got the castle. There's going to be gate. Well, there's already gates up to the castle, but I'm going to do steps. And then what I'm going to have is either side of the castle, I'm going to have your medieval market. One's going to be your blacksmith selling your spears, your bows and arrows, and your shields. The next one will be selling the horses. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
You're going to have your creatures as well. I've got it all planned out. I'm just, one person sorting too much brick, buddy. It's the common denominator. I've got so much brick and only 2 hands. You'd think with all these children you could train one of them, but you actually cannot.
Brad, I think your kids are just tired of like hearing about your castle. You've been building it for like 45 years, you know? They're like, you know what? I don't think you'll ever finish it, you know?
Do you ever truly finish a mock though, BFAB? Tell me, do you ever?
Yo, I don't build mocks. When I do, they're horrible. People see them like, yo, is that a cow? I'm like, no, that's a car, dude. Like, you know, it's I don't have that mock skill, you know? I'm very good at mocking people, but I don't have that mock skill.
Not the right kind of mock that you think.
You're telling me bullying people's not cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, every time we talk to Brad, he's like, guys, I'm on an update 876 of my castle. So, yeah. That was my British accent again. That doesn't sound British.
No, not
trying to figure out which one this.
I don't know what I'm supposed to sound like, but we won't say British because I don't want to get canceled, okay? That was me, normally. Also, so yeah, you guys can hear the talking in the background.
Yeah.
I'm going to go tase some people. I'll be back.
Did you just say he's going to go and taser someone?
I haven't. Just make sure the 2 prongs are facing the person, BFAB, and not yourself.
Is that why we didn't hear from him for 5 minutes?
No, I'm just like, yo, family, be quiet, okay? I'm on a stream. I'm barely on stream now. Then all of a sudden they get louder and louder and louder. Okay, I'm going to go tell them to be quiet in the nicest way possible. I'll be back.
Family? I thought you said you didn't have kids.
I'm ashamed. I'm almost 24 and I still live with my parents. Okay, guys. BFAB exposed. Okay.
Oh, and enjoy the lack of expenses while you can, because things only seem to get more expensive.
Don't they just?
What's Kingo come up with here? Me when BFAB's talking.
And I managed to pick up last year a couple of my castle buddies to club together, because obviously I'm nothing to do with the Lego side of my hobby. I don't go on the website. I'm not part of the VIP or anything like that. When the GWP came out, Matt, for the Forestmen, I had no way of getting it.
Yeah.
Obviously, a later date, I could purchase it on Marketplace over here. You know, people were selling it. But as somebody in the community, I had no way directly to really get it. And a couple of the Americans clubbed together and said, because you are a castle guy, we know you don't deal with Lego. And I don't know what the minimum requirement was that they spent, but they spent, and it turned out there was one spare. So because of that, I got the Forestmen. And for Christmas, I got the little guy on an island, Ray. Is it the castaway guy?
The castaway one. Oh, nice.
Yeah. The missus got me that one, and again, like I say, because I don't deal with Lego, it's just a little bit, the fact that they got the GWP, the Forestmen one for me, it means the world, Matt. It's not the fact that the set, it's the fact that they went to the trouble to get it for me, because I didn't, it wasn't, I didn't mention it or nothing. They were just like, we know you're not going to get it because you don't deal with Lego. We've all clubbed together, spent enough, and so that was quite touching. Again, the Christmas card from you, there was a few things last year, but I spent, what did I spend? I spent about £1,000 last year on Castle, and that's why everything's Castle BFAB, because I bought so much last year that I just took everything apart. I've got to the point now where I don't buy sets anymore. And if I do, it's a set because I like it, and then I'm going to take it apart. The only set I haven't took apart is the Medieval Blacksmith, and that's because as a set, when it came out, I actually like it as it is, Matt. I think that's one that was really well built. It came out the box, and yeah, it looks good at any angle. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be modified. It's just there. And for me, I ain't really bought a set since then. Don't get me wrong. I like the look of the new A-frame house. What do you think about that?
It's interesting that what's the best? Obviously, they didn't do the trees the way that the submission was, and it's almost like the trees for me made that submission. So
yeah, Dad, if you dared insult the A-frame cabin, I'm coming for you. Continue.
Looks like you're coming for me then, sir. Yeah, no, it's the look. I think in terms of the actual A-frame and the cabin and everything like that, it's quite nicely done and things. And then obviously Lego have done their tweak and changed it. I think the problem that they have is that you had these trees that were really well done, and then you get the ones which are doing officially, and so like they're kind of a bit spindly, and so look, I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's like, well. I just don't see, because I've seen some mocks and things like of trees and built some of them, which not quite as elaborate as that submission, but it gives you a much better feel. So anyhow, I mean that was sort of my take on it. So I'm sure BFAB will come back and tear me a new one.
So for me, I think the set's amazing, but I do understand your logic behind it. Like the trees look so good, like they look like actual trees, right? The newer trees now that are in the set, they look like Lego. The trees, the design of the set, when I looked at the A-frame cabin, the original design, it didn't feel like Lego. Like that's how good it was designed. And now it looks like Lego. I still feel like the overall design is very nice, but I do agree. Like the trees were kind of a main selling point, at least regarding like realism and stuff. And I feel like the newer one, you could tell they're Lego, and I think that's kind of a predicament for me, but I still think it's one of the greatest like idea sets. And I didn't really have high expectations at first. So
yeah. Okay, let's see you later, Kingo. Good to see you, and thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate that.
Matt, you know what I learned? If you don't acknowledge people when they say bye, they usually stay longer. So if you didn't acknowledge him, he'd probably stay another like 10 minutes.
Okay, just delete that. Just forget the last couple of minutes.
Yeah. That's what I do when people like bye, and I'm like, I don't acknowledge them. Like, dude, why are you still watching my stream? I see you're still watching it.
But yeah, as what you said, the way that the cabin is, like it's a really good idea. I mean, they certainly did they kept the Thor hammers as well. And I'm sure once it comes out, somebody will on Rebrickable or something like that do, all right, these are the trees that were closer to the submission, so you can make the changes sort of thing. At least I hope so.
Yeah.
I think it's a great set, but I'll never buy it. I mean, it looks good. Like, I think for me, I can appreciate a Lego set without like trying to buy it. And nowadays it's like, I keep buying sets that I'm never going to build, So it looks great. Kudos to the designer. I'm more excited for the BTS set, not because I'm a BTS. Okay, I like some of their music, but it's because my good friend JB is the second co-designer of that set, so I have to buy it anyways. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's much the same like BTS. Just that's for all the youngins. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm basically only buying it because my friend was a co-designer.
Yeah, which I'm always going to support them with that. So. Did you have an opinion on the A-frame, or that's just not something you've paid attention to?
I like it, buddy. Like BFAB said, the trees, again, are a little issue for me, but I'm not going to go out and buy it because if I did, I've got the Palace Cinema sitting there and I'm looking at it thinking it's parts now. Do you know what I mean? So things like modulars and that, I'm Paradisa, I'm getting rid of my elves. I'm literally whittling it down to Castle Train, a bit of City. Do you know what I mean? I might even cut the space down. I've had to because I've got so many themes You know, I've got £500 worth of elves, got £300-400 worth of paradise, and it's all sitting there. And I'm sitting looking at the castle, thinking I want to go on Bricklink and make big orders. I've got no money, and then I'm thinking, look at all these sets I've got. Though. So I've got to have a clear out. I'm going to put the cinema back together. Hopefully, I can sell that. If I sell the cinema, I want to buy the treehouse that goes with the A-frame, and then I will be more inclined to look at the A-frame. But the treehouse's purpose will be to go with the castle. I want it for the castle. But yeah, if I buy the tree, after seeing the pictures of the tree and the A-frame, they do look good next to each other, I've got to say, especially if you was to get the lighting kits for them, which I'd imagine will be coming along at some point. I've seen a lot of people doing a lot of stuff with the lighting in the last 12 months. Do you get what I mean? The lighting has come leaps and bounds in the last 12 months. People lighting sets and displays. It's gone into the atmosphere, so to speak. And for that reason, yeah, if I pick the tree up, then the A-frame will definitely be more inclined for me personally, because I would like to have the two together, like the picture I've seen on Insta. Must have been Insta, but yeah, I saw a picture of the tree with, I think it was the autumn leaves on it, and then you had the A-frame next to it, and yeah, the picture was just banging. It sold me on it. Do you know what I mean? If I get the tree,
is the treehouse still on the market? I didn't know that it was still on the market.
I think they're just about taking it off, or it's just been took off. I believe.
No, it's still available. Like, it's leased. I think there might be a rumor it retires at the end of this year, but it's into its 4th year. So I think it's one of those ones, a bit like Disney Castle. I think it's going to hang around for a while because.
Oh wow!
That was, I think that was released. Was that just before COVID started? Like, it's been a long time.
Yeah, no, I'm shocked it's still up.
Yeah, early COVID at least. I think. Yeah, but it's been about. Yeah, you're right, mate. It's been a couple of years now.
It's the sort of, everyone wants a treehouse, and then that one just nailed it, and it's really good. It's okay, it's still reasonable value. Like, it's not a Lion Knight's castle where it's £300-400, and you really got to be into it. Like, it's still at a reasonably sweet spot. And yeah, I haven't seen that picture that you're talking about with the A-frame, but when you describe it, it's like, yeah, you could totally see those two going together, and it just makes sort of sense. And
I think it was Insta, Matt. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it was Insta. But yeah, it was a picture of them two together, and yeah, it looked majestic sitting on the side. They looked like they were almost a jewel set. Do you know what I mean? One that you would build in 2 parts. It looked that good, and yeah, that for me, if I get the tree, then the A-frame becomes a potential, definitely. But failing that, if I don't get the tree, the A-frame will be on the maybe one day list.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like,
is it good build? Good price point, I thought, for the A-frame. It's not out there. What is it, 160 UK, 170? So it's still under the 200 mark. The treehouse was 200, I believe, when it came out. But again, the treehouse is considerably bigger. But
yeah, and it's
again both good sets for reasonable money.
It's also one of the ones which you can pick up at John Lewis, so they do their occasional 20% off, or spend a certain amount or whatever and pick it up that way.
That's it.
Even though BFAB says don't do it, it's like when you see a wet paint sign. It's like, Nicole, thanks very much for being along.
You got it.
Glad that you could enjoy it, and I know you're an hour in front of us, so have a good night. And
Nicole, why are you leaving us? Okay, after everything we've been through. She already left. She doesn't even know that I'm saying this.
I'm sure she'll catch it up on the replay. Make sure that she gets all the.
Nicole, I'm heard. Okay, I thought we had this connection. Okay.
Well, it's probably
also, I guess the treehouse came out in 2019. Holy crap! Dang.
Yeah, so it would be about 4 years. Because I remember getting it a couple of years ago because they were talking about it retiring then. It's like, oh, I don't want to miss that, and I grabbed it, and then it's still there.
Lego is so unpredictable. The issue is like they keep saying sets are retiring and they just don't. Like I recently picked up Sesame Street because I guess Barnes and Nobles has Sesame Street. That shocked me. I guess it's retiring now, but like I'm glad I was able to pick that up. But like for me, I'm like, dude, if I buy this now full price, because I don't buy Lego at full price 95% of the time. I'm like, if I don't buy this now, I feel like I'll regret it. And I think it is retired now, so I'm
Yeah,
glad
it
that
is
I got it.
now. It is now, because it was just before sort of like Winnie the Pooh, and Winnie the Pooh will be, theoretically this year. The modulars this year potentially, because you got about 5 of them out at the moment, because nothing retired last year. So they're talking this year is going to be Assembly Square and the bookshop. And I mean, Assembly Square, that was like was it the 10 year?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
10-year celebration. 10 years.
And
You
what
got
are
it.
they up to now?
Really square out. It's in my collection somewhere.
I've lost track in the modulars. I have 4 of them. All I know is I smashed them when they said I was gonna. They're like, oh, you'll probably make it on Lego Masters. So I smashed a bunch of my modular buildings to build mocks. Guess who's not on Lego Masters? Me.
How did that not happen?
I think I didn't have skill, but for season 2. So when season 2 in the USA happened, me and my friend, we auditioned. We made it past the first and second round, and they're like, "You're gonna probably make it. We wouldn't be spending an hour and a half talking to you if you guys weren't gonna make it." So I was really happy. So I smashed a bunch of like my modular buildings to try to build something cool, and I ended up building this like crappy looking house. And I'm like, yo, look at what I built, guys. I'm a Lego master. And then they started ignoring all my emails. And I guess you have to have somewhat skill or personality. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, you do it on the personality easily enough.
Personality, but no skill. I'd be the first one kicked off, and I got to have some dignity. So I got to start building like mocks or something. So,
yeah. Well, certainly, with some of the guys from like the London AFOLs, and some of the things that they do is just crazy, and you're just like, yeah, I'll just be sitting over here not doing anything like that.
some of these guys are skilled, but I feel like compared to like if you look at like the Australian version or the UK version, like you guys are just crazy skilled, So
yeah, I think it's tricky to get that mix of having that personality, which obviously is going to sell the show and the drama and all that sort of thing, but then actually also having some level of technical skill in this. It just seems like the easiest, particularly now with all the smaller different types of pieces which are coming out, like even the smaller little let's see if we can get that in there. No, it's too black, but the little 1x1 little tiny brackets and things. There's so much more intricacy and details and greebling you can get into stuff.
Oh, great.
Yeah, no, I gotta wait till like season 10, then I'll audition again. I'll be like, guys, I can finally build a basic, minifigure or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta keep muting myself because my family members are loud. I don't know why they're annoying today. I shall return.
Yeah, sure, no worries.
You can always divorce them, BFAB. Divorce your family.
I think then you might have to move out and pay like full rent or something, which could get expensive. So
yeah, no, I agree with the mocks and that. I found, especially Matt, over the last 12 months, the price of all the castle stuff's gone through the roof again, which is good if you don't want to buy any. When you want to buy parts, it kills me to look at one part. It's like minimum $20. Then you got shipping. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I haven't for the last probably 12 months. I haven't purchased any Lego because, like I said, until I can get on Bricklink and order the exact amount of what I want, for argument's sake, 1x2 grey masonry brick to build castle walls, I want to order like 5,000 a time. So, I'm not going to play at this, Matt, when I go at it. So yeah, when I do it, I want to do it right, and that's the way to. I'm going to buy that many parts that I'm going to have spares, and once you've got spares, I've got tubs, and I keep different things in different tubs. Again, I've got a lot to whittle down. I've got too many themes. When I came into Lego, I had that blind vision that I could collect everything. And yeah, now I've got that tunnel vision where I'm like, really, you only need 2 themes, but you're already trying for 4. You know, you want to keep 2 more, which, yeah, you know, and it is what it is, but I'll get there. The reason I build the castle, like BFAB said, is because, do you know what, Matt? I got to say this, Buckchop 2020, right? That guy, I owe him so much. Before I came on here, I built models. Now I build displays, but I don't display. I do what Buckchop told me, and I sat there one day and I watched him, and he's playing with his Lego, man. He's driving the car up the table, and I'm like, for the fun he's having with that Lego, I'm like, I've got all of this in front of me, and I don't do none of that. So last year I started playing, and do you know what? I found my inner child because I like it. I like building a big castle, and you have all the figures, and you start playing, and yeah, then you end up in war, dragons attacking, wizards firing stuff. Oh, mate. And especially with the American side, because they've all gone mad for Dungeons and Dragons because of the new movie coming out this year.
Yeah. Well, that was going to be the next thing I was going to ask you about.
You know, of course, yeah, I've already got the dragons. I just got to build the dungeons.
Have you seen the one that won the fan competition for Dungeons and Dragons? It was sort of like it had the
is that the dragon on the tower, Matt? It's a dragon on the tower, isn't it? Yeah, I've seen it. I'll tell you what I'd like to see, Mr. Elder. I shouldn't do this because it's naughty of me to say. But I'd like to see you build on Lego Ideas. They've got the Hero Quest, the board game, which is very similar to Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
They did the Lego Ideas of it.
Yeah.
Now, BFAB saying there's a lot of skilled people. I think you're skilled enough that you could build that, Mr. Elder, if you could find it, that thing. And like I say, the Hero Quest is all along the lines of Dungeons and Dragons, but it made it to Lego Ideas, and I don't think it's hit 10,000, which is a shame because the game is so close to Dungeons and Dragons. But again, to build a game out of Lego, that's next level. To build a board, to be able to build the bits in the game out of Lego, you know, the dwarf, the barbarian, it had 4 characters, you know, you went through the game, you had dice. All these things to do it in Lego, like BFAB said, some of the people with ideas they are just taking it next level. Like you said, with the London guys, you know, I sit with Hayley Bricks, some of the stuff she builds. Matt, it makes me look like I'm sitting there playing with Duplo, but it really does. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, put your stuff next to Moto and tell me that you know stuff.
Yeah, exactly, you know. Oh, I'm going to build a spaceship, and then you've got Moto's spaceship. Yeah, it is exactly that. You know, but again, I like that anybody with this level of skill that I found in the community is willing to share knowledge. They're willing to pass a bit on to somebody that doesn't know. And that's the good thing about the Lego community. If we all share a little bit, eventually we all get wise. Do you get what I mean? Whereas if we all know a little bit, but nobody shares, you'll get some of us excel and others won't quite excel. And I'd rather share. Every castle I build, I use different techniques. People can ask me anything they want. I'll sit with the camera, I'll show you point for point how I build, the way I build. A lot of people don't know that I mirror build. You know what I mean? I literally, one half of the castle is identical to the other half. You can literally brick for brick count it. If I put a brick in one place, I'll put it the opposite side. It gets monotonous with the build, but to me, it's only like I'm building half the castle or 2 halves of the castle and then putting it together, because I sit, and like you said, Greeble, I will sit and sort my parts for 3 hours before I'll even start building. I've got all my 1x1s in place, all my 1x2s in place, all my 1x6s, so that if I want to build, I'm not looking for a single part. I just go boom, boom, boom. And it does. It makes the build time. I know them 3 hours you sit there and you think, why am I doing this? But when it comes to the build, and you know, for me, Matt, I drink Monster, I smoke cigarettes. I have to remind myself sometimes. I'll be going for 3 hours. Stop, make a cup of tea, have a cigarette. Give yourself 10 minutes. You've been going at it for 2 hours. Look at the parts. You've barely got any parts left. Then your question is, do I carry on? Or do I go back to sorting the parts so that I can carry on? It's always... It's murders. But it's fun and games. It's the part of mock building, isn't it? You get your drive on. You want to build. You get going. You take a look at the watch and you're like, oh, got to pick the kids up in 15 minutes. Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's
Where's
as
the
you're
day
going
gone?
through and you're problem solving it and try to figure things out. It does take a long time, and like you say, then all of a sudden your day's just gone. It's like, where'd that go?
Yeah, you know, you can see one layer on the castle, but you've lost 6 hours in real time.
Or you get that layer on there. It's like, I figured out a better way to do that.
Can I mention it? It always, you know, like you said, problem solving. I always think of you with the crane, buddy, just headbutting that desk. That image will never ever leave my head. I swear to God. It's just Matt Elder banging his head on the desk because that technical crane.
It's funny you should mention that, because I think I pulled it out as a short at one stage, and I was watching it back over Christmas. And yeah, you just got BFAB in the background because he was on the stream when it was there. And he was sort of like, you know, you put your kid there and let the crane knock it or something or other. It's just like, okay, some things never change. That's it, yeah.
So you got anything planned for this year? Got any art streams coming up?
I'm just trying to figure it all out. I was literally just going, and that's why I'm just sort of doing this one. It's like I'll just want to jump on and just do a little something. So just have to see how things go.
I gotta say, Matt, I like the was it the Wednesday Addams you painted?
Yeah, I think I've still got that.
I haven't watched the TV series, but I did see your artwork go up.
Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's quite pleased how that turned out. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting some more time and going, okay, yeah, we need to do some more of those. And yeah, some other people have seen it and gone, oh yeah, can you do me one? So yeah, okay.
That's the thing about you, Matt. Your artwork is, buddy, it's always been on point. You're up there with the greats, you know, Mr. Hinkle. And what's his name? Oh, Funny Figs, Ray, Funny Figs.
Ray.
I still get notifications about him as well. Again, I love to see you guys. Oh, look. Thanks for coming, BFAB.
Don't say that. If you don't say it, he'll stick around for longer. So,
yeah, no, I like the art streams, and you know, I know sometimes they can be a little bit tedious for you sitting there for 10 hours drawing, Matt, but I always enjoyed them, always did, always will. Like Solo said, you know, the last 12 months have been hard for everyone getting back to real life, but yeah. Just like joining in earlier when Solo was on it, hopefully there's some traditions that will never die. If it wasn't for Solo, I wouldn't be here, Matt. You know that. He's the first person who showed me how to do all this stubbings with the computer and whatnot. And, you know, I'll always owe that guy for that reason. You know, he's always got my time. If he wants me on the stream, he can have me. He knows that. Same as you. Yeah. You know, you live, I'm like, you know, I've got to come and see you. Because like you said, first one of the year. His phone over here. See, next time I'll be quiet, Matt. You were right.
Yeah. Oh, no, I just acknowledged him. No, he won't be back now.
I'm going to have to disappear in a second anyway, buddy, because, yeah, I got a 4-year-old that believes it's okay to not be asleep this evening. He knows it's almost the weekend. And, you know, I allow him grace at the weekend, but, yeah, it's not quite the weekend yet.
Not when it's a school night as such.
That's it. You know, the kids have got to go tomorrow. Tomorrow night's different. He can get away with it then. I don't mind. You know, because, again, little man starts school this year. So, yeah, he's going to learn that Monday to Friday you have to do this school thing. But come Friday, Saturday, You know, Friday, Saturday, he's allowed to stop if he wants to. You know, they have what's the word? Slumber parties in the front room. They watch TV with movies and popcorn and stuff. And I'm cool with it. You know,
play dates and
as long
everything.
as it's weekend, as long as he's done to school, you know, and there's no homework to do, Matt, that's calm with me. Friday, Saturday, they can do what they need to. They can chill, watch their movies. But yeah, I've got to go and chase after him. So I'm going to thank you kindly for having me on. Like I say, if you're going to do another one, you know, always drop me a shout on Insta because, I'm never too far from the mobile.
Far away. Yeah, no.
Again, I'd like to see, you know, if you can, some art streams, you know, make my year again to get on for a couple of them with you if you want to do a draw stream or whatever.
Actually, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, if you want to jump on and co-host or something like that. So, no promises, but also, certainly.
I'm going to say it this year because I can say it this year now. If you're down my end of the country, don't be afraid to give me a shout, buddy, and pop in for a cup of tea.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Couldn't say it last year because you weren't allowed to come in because of the COVID.
We weren't allowed to go anywhere.
But now, yeah, if you happen to be down my end of the country, which I know sometimes you are down these ends, you know, if you have to pop down on your own one day and you know, you're in the area, drop me a message, you can come round for a cup of tea and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. We'll tee something up.
Yeah. As I say, I appreciate you having me on, Matt. Enjoy the rest of your stream. As my friend Hoosier says, I'm going to kill these kids.
Alrighty then. No worries. Thanks again. And try not to kill them too badly.
Take care, buddy.
Cheers. See you later.
Take care, Matt. Bye-bye.
Bye. And that was Brett. And I'm just sort of looking and going for getting on over an hour at least. Yeah, I just wanted to pop on quickly to catch up with some people if anyone was around. But I think I might just wind it up there too as well. Thanks very much for everyone who was along. We had Solo who was in earlier, and BFAB of course, and Brett's Builds there. Check them out on their various channels and social media. And thanks to everyone who popped along in the chat. Mutant, Nicole, who else is going through here? Tasman Bricks. Good to see that he's around, and wishing him well. And King Orlendorf, thanks very much for the super chat. Appreciate that. That was brilliant. And Sai, who popped in and popped out, is off to Love Island. And did we say Nicole already as well? And I think that's most things. So thanks very much, everyone, for spending some time, and anyone who's watching it on the replay. Appreciate that. If you want to just give a bit of a thumbs up, all that sort of good stuff, subscribe, and we'll see. Maybe do it again next Thursday at about the same time. Have a good one, everyone. Cheers. Bye.